quick recap from where we left off. Sort of on the tail of or not on the tail, on the trail of our first mystery here, the first of several that make up this first volume, and it's the mystery of the missing or disappearing books. Now they've reappeared at sort of a very inopportune time and location, because now the dependable and well-liked class president is suspected of being a thief. And that just does not bode well for anyone, really, especially not our protagonist here, who doesn't really want to believe that her amity partner is capable of, such petty theft. So let's get on with it. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of this gang. And also, just to continue to progress with the story in general, because probably by the time this video sees the light of day, Flowers Volume 2 Summer will have already released on Steam, so I will have kind of violated my arbitrary deadline. We gotta speed things up, basically, if I want to, get to Volume 2 Summer in a timely manner, because I don't want to take 2 years with this playthrough like I did the first time I played it. So let's get on with it. We're sort of wrapping up this very tense and awkward tea party here. I hope so. I'm sure she would have done so regardless of what you had warned her. It's debatable. That's what high schoolers would do. Gossip about, well, who doesn't love gossip, really? That's the question. Who put them there? 朝食の間の30分だけだわ。なんだか探偵の気分よね。Kind of are. Amateur detective, but her skills are not to be underestimated.
何が探偵だって？
And who's that?
まさか犯人？静かに。ごめん、驚かせちゃって。ちょっとそっち行っていいかな。え、そっちってベッドにですか？
No, where else?
ごめん、もうちょっと声潜めて。今からだと部屋の外ははばかられる時間帯でしょ。ありがとう。
But like, that's pretty bold. We don't know what she wants yet, but... Or it's just, completely normal sleepover activity between roommates. Could be either one. Once again, her sensory details are on overdrive. If it wasn't obvious by now, this is kind of a recurring theme whenever our protagonist here, Suoh, interacts with someone of her age and of the opposite sex. Or not the opposite sex, of the same sex. Sorry.
恥ずかしい。
I think mostly for you, but...
ごめん、狭いよね。ちょっと当たっちゃうけど、そこはお互い様ってことで。 あの、こんな時間にどうしたの高坂さん。ちょっと話しておきたいことがあってさ。込み入った話だから二人きりの方が良かったんだけど。電気をつけてテーブルで話していたら花火師さんが起きちゃいますものね。そういうこと。立花には聞かれたくないんだ。図書の紛失騒ぎを聞いたんだわ。お茶会の話だけれど。そうだよ。ひどいじゃないか。ひどい。そうよね。決めつけたりして。うん。決めたんだからちゃんと来てくれなくちゃ。
Yeah, there was something else you agreed on that was sort of just completely cast to the side as a result of, well, as a result of the day's hectic events.
来ないなんて。はい？お茶会に行ってたんだろ？約束したじゃないか。図書の紛失の話をしているんだよね。え？紛失って？約束って。
The ones that you made and agreed upon?
前に約束したでしょ？バレエの練習に付き合ってくれるって。放課後待ってたのに。あ！完全に忘れていたんだね。
100%. Completely and utterly.
と、髪が当たるって。まあ、わざとじゃないならいいんだ。ついポロッと忘れてしまうことあるしね。
Doesn't mean you can't feel bad about it. I mean, even if it's just, accidental or unconscious, it's sort of, you can kind of look at it as like, where do you rank on that, like, priority scale, That, like, it was so unimportant to you that you just, like, it didn't even occur to you in the back of your mind. Some like, a bunch of other things took priority, basically. I'm not saying, like, there's a malintent, like, to everything, but it's rough. Like, yeah, you don't want to, like, be in that position to, like, have been forgotten about, just like that.
本当に、もういいから。だから、もうちょっと体を離してくれないかな。自分から来といてなんだけど、この体勢だと変な気分になりそうだし。
It's true, you're in pretty close proximity to each other.
大声を出さないで。はい。
Hang on, I missed that.
大声を出さないで。今日一人で練習していたんだけど、やっぱり補助がいると思うんだ。それと客観的に見られる視点も。鏡でチェックはできるけど、自分視点だと欠点が分かりにくいしね。そうなんですか。うん。あさってには試験だし、明日の放課後みっちり練習しようと思うんだけど、どうかな。私は誤解を解くために動いた方がいいんじゃ。迷惑だったかな。違います。そんなんじゃ。大声を出したらダメだよ。何か予定が入っているの？まゆりさんとの約束。
Again, she's kind of being asked to choose, between her amity partners. I mean, you could do both, probably, but they're both, I guess, like, temporally, like, you're on a time crunch, basically. It's gonna be hard to delegate time to both of these very pressing matters. kind of a hard choice for someone with no friends and no social skills to make.
私
Oh, hang on, there's another typo. Same thing, right? Yep, there it is. The same line is repeated. And again, it kind of fits, but I just wish, QC was a little bit better.
放課後の練習一緒にやります。いいの？
You could tell Rika, or no, you could tell Mayuri about sort of that very messy situation. I think she'd understand, but there's probably some good that lies in this too, right?
試験は明後日。誤解を解くのは試験が終わってからでも遅くないわ。
Also true. So with that kind of, whispered and kind of like physically intimate scene,
思ったよりも人がいますね。
明日試験だし、いくら簡単とはいえ少しは投資でやっとこうと思ったんじゃないかな。
やっぱり真面目な校風なんですね。
真面目というよりバレエの授業を受けたくて学院に入っている子もいるくらいだから、まあ普通なんじゃないかな。それにダリア先生の言った罰っていう一言も聞いていると思う。
確かに何かとんでもないことを言い出しそうな気もするわね。
yeah, she does seem like the type. I mean, sure, outwardly she's nice and soft, well-spoken and soft-spoken. I guess they're both true, but yeah, I mean, Suoh's initial impression of her is, it means a lot.
罰則免除のためにですか。だいぶ集まっているけど、ちょうどクラスの半分が参加しているみたいですね。
え、そんなに？
And I guess, since half the class is there, you don't really get that heated one-on-one lesson that you fantasized about. Sorry, Suoh, to dash your hopes like that, I guess.
多いとは思ったけど、だいたいクラス半分もいるのか。リッカや佐々木姉妹がいないのが救いだな。
Again, that's the second time in like 2 minutes of gameplay. They kind of repeat, they kind of copy paste the same little narration. Sorry.
大体って
I kind of hope that that's something. That's maybe a reason why Volume 2 got delayed, because I think it was announced for 2017 and it's just now getting released online. I hope anyway. Like someone, a person can only hope. But yeah, that's kind of important. The distinction between roughly half the class and exactly half the class. And that would be true. It's roughly, because half of 24 is 12 exactly. So the only case where that would make sense
細
is,
かいことが気になるのは悪い癖だわ。
but the only place that would make sense would be if there was an odd number of students in the class, right?
どうしたの？
いえ、なんでもないんです。それよりもう少し通しで練習しますか？
そうだね。もう少しやりたいところだけど、そろそろ交代しよう。白羽さんも練習しとかないとね。
そうですね。
We all know she's very proficient at ballet.
体が硬い分私の方が不利だわ。
もうちょっとそれないかな。
これって結構後の方で習うポーズじゃ。
アラベスクだね。せっかく柔軟性を鍛えるんだ。いいとこ取りをした方がいいでしょ。
Really though, that looks hard AF.
いいとこ取りって
And you have to maintain something like that. You have to maintain something like that. You know, not wobbling or whatever. I mean, I'll reiterate myself. Like, man, that just. I don't know how people do it.
これなら体を柔らかくするのとバーレッスン最後のジュテでのバランスも鍛えられるし、一挙両得ってやつじゃないかな。
そろそろ終わりでいいんじゃないかと思うんだけど。
まだ始めたばかりじゃないか。あ、状態が戻ってきちゃってるよ。
Poor girl. She's gonna have your brain's gonna get fried if this sort of hyper reaction to physical contact goes on. And the worst part is that no one else seems to notice.
もしかして筋おかしくしちゃった？
Case in point.
違うの。ただ少し。
I mean, I will say that, you know, her shocked / embarrassed expression is very cute. Perhaps that is one of the reasons that she's one of my favorites. But I think I've detailed that somewhat well enough that I don't really need to justify it any further.
やっと慣れてきたのに。
Were you really though? Doesn't seem like it to me. That's what she was talking about. I thought she was talking about like getting touched, basically.
だいぶほぐれてきたみたいだね。辛いなら少し休憩しようか。
その方がいいかも。よかった。でもどうしよう。汗の匂いが。
Oh man, this must be torture.
それじゃあ手を離すね。ごめん、なんかしちゃった？
平気。ただちょっとまだ体が硬くて。
そう。でもずいぶん様になってきたし、あとは通しでやってみようか。体も温まってきたみたいだしね。
休憩にしようって話だったのにスパルタですね。
でも鉄は熱いうちに打てって言うし、もう少しやってから休憩にしよう。
そうですね。これって本当の友達みたいよね。
Don't spoil her fun. I don't want to spoil her fun. You know, she's not wrong.
紙クエだからだろうけど。
Not wrong there.
どうかした？
Not wrong there either. Second guessing yourself at every turn, though. Classic.
なんでもないの。それじゃあ続けましょう。
それじゃあチェックするから通しでやってみて。
Well, that was a pretty successful ballet, training lesson.
よかった。
本当にね。美味しく昼食が取れてほっとしたよ。試験に落ちてまずいご飯になるのは嫌だったからね。
Bruh, that's 3. Just like, I've been recording for 20 minutes now. 3 and 20 minutes. And honestly, it gets better, sure, but typos never really go away. They're there all the way up until the end.
落ちた人はいなかったんだから、私たちがダメだったら晒し者だったものね。
ええ、すごくドキドキしたわ。
まあよかったよ。アミティエ3人とも合格だし、落ちたらリッカの顔見られなかったものな。
花火師さん。
彼女がどうしたんだい？そういえば試験中も浮かない顔つきだったけど、リッカはバレエ得意だったろ？
She seems like she's kind of good at everything. Except for maybe loosening up a little bit. Or, not being so uptight, maybe. But everything else she's pretty good at.
なんとか誤解を解かないと。
白羽さん？本当にどうしたの？
She's spacing out again.
なんでもないの。お昼休みの時間なのに本の片付け手伝ってもらったから助かっちゃったわ。
Can't keep getting lost in your thoughts if you want your friends or your partners to think that you're not a weirdo. Maybe it's too late for that. I mean, they can still think you're a weirdo and still be friends with you. And arguably, that might be even better.
昨日は私の方が手伝ってもらったんだから、これくらいなんでもないよ。放課後すぐにお茶会に行けるようにしとかないとね。
ええ、佐々木さんたちのお誕生日会ですものね。気まずくないのかな。
Even more so than your own fault, yeah, probably. You don't need to blame yourself so much like you were doing earlier.
リッカがお茶とケーキを用意するだろうから、私は何か簡単なお菓子でも作っていこうかな。
まゆりさん、お菓子作り得意だものね。
好きが高じてってやつだけどね。購買で材料を買って、そうだ、寮のキッチンを貸してもらおうかな。
ギクシャクしたのなら私が中を取り持てばいい。
お、いらっしゃ。先生じゃないですか。
面白い言い方をなさるのね。白羽さんのお手伝い？
はい。先生は返却ですか？
ええ、それと久しぶりに近代小説を借りていこうかと思っているの。あら、借りようと思っていた本がないわ。
ああ、もしかして嵐が丘とかですか？
いいえ、違うけど。
そうですか。私も借りようかなって思っていたんですけど、貸し出し中だったので、もしかしてと思って。
最近寄贈されたばかりだからあると思ったのだけど、残念ね。
最近ってここにある本みんな古いと思ったんですけど、寄贈とかってよくあるんですか？
聖書の授業を教えている先生が本好きで、読み終わった近代小説を寄贈してくれているのよ。その棚の英字の近代小説ですか？そう、さっき高坂さんが言った嵐が丘もその先生が寄贈なさったのよ。何かしら。その先生が借りようとした小説って。
ああ、それちょっと知りたいよね。
多分2人とも知っているんじゃないかしら。映画にもなったし、ナルニア国物語というのだけど。
Yeah, maybe you've heard of it.
白羽さん意外じゃないの？ダリア先生って近代小説といってももっと昔の硬い本を読むものだと思ってたよ。
Be careful, that might be taken as an insult.
違うの、それなんだけど。もしかしてなんですけど、一度日本語訳したものを読んでいまして、原本が寄贈されたということで借りに来られたのではないですか？
Same. It's a very specific and interesting question to ask.
そうなの、白羽さんは知っているのね。
どういうこと？
ナルニア国物語は映画や日本語に訳したものはだいぶそがれて描かれていたけど、実際はかなり保守的なキリスト教的世界観に基づいて書かれたものなの。文中で明らかにイスラム教を敵視した文言があったり。
This is a little bit of a interesting, I guess, history lesson maybe, or just a literary history lesson for those of you who maybe have heard of the series. I'll elaborate more in a bit because she's not done.
女性に対して偏見を持った記述もあるの。
I mean, you know, Narnia is it's a children's book, right? Or it's a children's book series. So to hear that, I heard this like, you know, I read through this the first time in like 2016, and I was like pretty like surprised. I guess, you know, it's believable, I think, and understandable considering when it was written, but you know, I only ever read the first two, so maybe, you know, I'm not the best person to comment on this. You know, our characters here, Suoh and, you know, probably Dahlia Sensei, might know a lot more about that.
わからないな。なんで保守的だと女性に対して偏見があるんだい？だってシスターだっているじゃないか。
Isn't that's a very good question, and one that this novel.
そうね、最もの質問だわ。それは次の聖書の時間で議題にしましょう。
And one that this game will not try to answer, which is, well, I wouldn't say it's smart, but within the scope of this, yeah, I mean, maybe this game probably has other goals other than to try and, you know, make a heavy-handed social commentary through, you know, a visual novel format, which is probably not the best idea.
博学なのね、白羽さん。いえ、
No, I agree, actually.
白羽さんの言うように原本と翻訳したものでは削られた箇所もあるというから、 もう一度読んでみようと思ったの。いろんな思想に触れておくことも大切ですからね。でも置いてないのは残念だったわ。
返却されたらすぐに教えます。
ありがとう。
よかった。白羽さんが図書委員でさ、立花が推薦した時は迷惑じゃないかと思ったけど、これだけ造形が深いんだ。本当に本が好きなんだね。
Well, it was either that or the disciplinary counselor, and that would have been a nightmare, I'm sure, for our shy, withdrawn protagonist.
でも本の話意外だったよ。普段の作品は映画で見たことがあるけれど、全然キリスト教がどうとかなんて感じなかったからさ。同じ作品でもそんな違いがあるんだね。
外国から入ってきた作品は直接的ではなくても思想を作品の中に潜ませるとか。
Yeah, allegory, symbolism, all those fun literary devices.
潜ませる。
You can kind of tell, when the music stops, and it's just like very abruptly, and that's when you know, like, you gotta listen in. This is important.
白羽さん？どうしたの？なんだか幽霊が通り過ぎたみたいな顔をしているけど。
幽霊。そうだわ。
ちょっと、まさか本当に見たなんて言わないだろうね。
Did she?
そう、幽霊がいたんだわ。練習中に話した言葉。すみません、私出かける場所ができました。
Funny thing about this little scene here, I think this is the only scene where you see the outside of the dorm. Assuming that's the first year's dorm, I think it is, but I can't be entirely sure. I mean, given like the information that we have, like within, I don't think. I'll just stop talking. Like, you'll see what I mean.
含まれない女性。
And rightly so.
私の考えが確かなら。いやあ、ようやく見つけてくれたんだね。
It's getting dark. Can you turn on light? Very strong drawback to not having a dedicated recording space and just recording things in your bedroom. Not consistent lighting. Anyway, enough of that. Talking about my production problems. Because we are about to solve our first mystery.
どうしたんだい？ずいぶんと変わった生き物を見るような目で見るじゃないか。
Or a ghost. Now, who is this?
彼女が。彼女は私と似ている気がする。
Again. Is it, we'll say, I guess, is it proper manners to be making that sort of observation about someone you've just met? And, well, Suoh here seems to know a little bit about her. More than the reader might at this point anyway, but still. Like, damn. I mean, maybe it's all in good faith, right? She's saying that they're kindred spirits. But we still don't know who this person is.
それで何の用？私を殴りにでも来たの？そんな野蛮なことはしないわ。私があなたにしてほしいことは一つだけよ。お友達への誤解を解いてほしいってことだろ。
There's only one misunderstanding that she could be referring to, of course. That's the whole disappearing books incident. And she seems to know more about it than anyone else does, which means to say... Get used to it.
構わない。え？誤解を解いてもいいって言ったのさ。でも一つだけゲームをしてもらう。
Of course it wasn't going to be that easy.
ゲームって早く行かないとみんなの前で話してもらわなくちゃ意味が。すぐ済む簡単なゲームさ。私を見つけたのがこちらの意図するものか、それとも偶然なのか知りたいだけでね。ゲームの内容は
Sounds reasonable enough.
私の名前を当てること。単純だろ？
In theory, maybe. In execution? Well, if she believes that Suoh can do it, and that it's a reasonable... in her terms. Because, you know, if she knows more about the disappearing books than anyone else does, up till now, you can kind of assume that either she knows who did it, or she did it herself. And if that's the case, then... well, you can also sort of discern from her words that she left clues as to who she was. In, like, sort of the stolen material itself, the books. And that's kind of what she's asking. It sounds crazy, I know, but we'll see if our big-brained protagonist can figure it out. And cue the thinking music. This is the detective music in this game. It plays whenever, sort of just like you're trying to figure out a mystery, like the one that we see here.
いや、名簿には24人目の名前は記載されてなかった。
How did she... now, you know, like, as you'll see in a minute, Suoh does most of the heavy lifting here. She kind of arrives at a lot of these conclusions herself. It's like, you know, There are 4 books, like for example, there are 4 books on top that she kind of has to focus on, the pivotal ones that are important. But it's like, how did she realize that it's only 4? Why not, like the first book only? Why 2? Why 3? Or why not 3? Why does it have to be, I mean, there's more to this, but like, it's just like, it's kind of moments like this where the, it's probably good that she does most of the heavy lifting, because I think a lot of these mysteries are just like insane. Like, your average person could not figure these out. You'll see what I mean, especially once we progress with this. And that's what we're gonna do right now. Well, it's pretty obvious right now, because, pink is highlighted with the right one, and non-chosen option, previously non-chosen options are still in black. So it's pretty obvious which one I chose. And of course, if I completed the game before, that's the right one. But it's like, these 4 are all sort of, they're possible. They seem like they could be reasons for, her doing this, basically. But in this case, oh, and of course the stakes are high, because, like, if you get it wrong, then that's a bad ending. Like, you didn't solve the mystery correctly, so things aren't gonna go the way that you want, and that's a bad ending. It's a game over. So it's like, the stakes are pretty high in this. Thankfully, in this case, the right answer is the one that we can, the one that, like, requires the least amount of mental gymnastics, basically. So we're gonna go with that. It is. And that's why it's 4. How did she figure out that? I guess that's sort of how she figured out why only the first 4 books matter. She says the book in which my name is hidden, so that means there are books on the pile that correspond to her name, the person in the wheelchair's name, and presumably, if there's 4, it's her, the person in the wheelchair, and her Amity partners. So that is the next question. Obviously, I picked Wuthering Heights, and it was the right one, but I guess it's kind of like, how do you deduce, the answer is, well, basically, this isn't even possible. I'm just gonna say, like, figuring it out on your own, if you don't know Japanese, is basically impossible. And you can probably guess on, like, sort of the methods that were used in this, just by me saying that. All in due time, she will explain herself.
名前に当てはまる固有名詞。どうした？もしかして総当たりで来ただけ？だったら興ざめだな。あなたの名前は？
That's a hint right there, by the way. Thinking of Heathcliff and thinking of this person's name, they're related, but how? This doesn't make sense, right? At least not to, like, the casual onlooker. In due time, I said. And scene ends. That's right. I mean, that's kind of a good example of sort of just like a tiny gripe I have about this game, is that the transitions between scenes do seem kind of like, awkward and like ill-placed, misplaced, awkwardly placed, that kind of thing. It's not a big deal, but it's sort of like, at the end of that scene right there, I kind of wanted to know, like, obviously it makes for a more dramatic reveal and flourish if Suoh explains her reasoning to everyone at this tea party, but, like, at least say something, don't just end the scene there. Also, how... never mind. I'll mention that later.
さっさと行こう。私たちの分のケーキがなくなってしまいそうだからね。その子って誰なの、スオちゃん。途中編入のクラスメイトだよ、お嬢ちゃん。足が不自由なのがそんなに珍しいかい？
新しい旧友の方？途中編入なんて聞いていないけど。
Well, you're not gonna like this.
私もしばらく出てくるつもりはなかったんだけどね。彼女からお友達への誤解を解いてほしいって頼まれたから、間違いだと分かってても来たのさ。
誤解って？
どうも本を執権していたのが委員長だと誤解されてたらしくてね。犯人の私が名乗り出に来たんだよ。
A bold statement indicated by how the mood literally shifts with the changing of the soundtrack there.
どういうことなの、白羽さん。
彼女の言った通りです。無断で借りていた本を花火師さんのベッドに置いていたのは彼女、八重垣さんです。
Also, coincidentally, not coincidentally, my favorite character. Seriously, Yaigaki is the best.
あの子がしたことだったのか。
ちょっと待って。なんでそもそも私のベッドに置いたの？いえ、どうして白羽さんが。
Dude, this incredible feat of deductive reasoning, I guess.
どうも私も勘違いしていたみたいだ。お遊びで暗号を仕掛けておいたのを気づいたのは委員長じゃなかったのか。私は白羽スオ、図書委員です。ごめんなさい、初めに挨拶していなかったですね。
She wears her title pretty proudly, and rightfully so. It's something she's proud of, after all.
はあ、まあしょうがないよ。少し特殊な出会い方だったからね。だけど本に潜ませた不調に気づくなら学年トップの成績だっていう委員長だと思っていたけど。
It's pretty savage.
違ったようだね。
She, I mean, it's pretty. It was mentioned before by Suoh herself, but her way of speaking is very forward, and that's putting it lightly. Yep, that's pretty savage, all right.
なんだかいろいろめんどくさいことになってるみたいだな。
めんどくさいことなんてないわ。なんであんな誤解を受けるような真似をしたのかって聞いているの。
Question of the hour.
理由は簡単さ。まだ編入前で貸し出しカードが使えなかったからちょいと拝借したのさ。返すのもあんた、委員長のベッドに置いたのは足がこれだから億劫になったってことかな。
And there you have it. That's the easy part of this mystery.
そんな自分勝手な。
And I'm not too ashamed to admit that that took me a long time to figure out too. I was kind of misled by her personality at the beginning, thinking that like, oh, you know, just like she's very blunt and you know, isn't afraid to insult people visible to their face, and I was like, there's gotta be some personal reasons behind this, but nope.
どうにも言いづらいのよね。
それであんたは何さんっていうの？
え？
委員長の名前だよ。まさか名無しじゃないだろう？
はなびしりっかです。
そうか、りっかね。それじゃりっかは感謝した方がいい。彼女が友達の誤解を解いてほしいって私に頼みに来たのだから。最初はこいつが委員長だと思っていたから、自分にかかった誤解を解いてほしいんだなと思っていたけど、まさか友人の誤解を解いてくれだなんて話だったなんてね。甘くていやらしい話だ。
Yeah. Maybe I wouldn't agree with it so negatively, but yeah. The
白羽さん
sentiment
が
is the sentiment is very nice.
まったく人のためならそう言ってほしかったよ。だったらこんな場所にのこのこ来なかったのに。
Not a fan of that whole selfless, blindingly selfless act, are we?
白羽スオーが私の名前を当てられたからさ。
名前ってどういうこと？
本に不調を隠したと言ったろ。遊び半分で本を置いた相手が私だって分かるように潜ませておいたのさ。
So how did you do it? That is the real question. How did you do it?
花火師さんのベッドに置かれていた紛失していた本、全部で10冊あったのだけど、紛失していた本の冊数は9冊だったの。
どういうこと？
つまりそのうちの1冊は八重垣さんの私物だった。なぜ私物を紛れ込ませたのか考えていた時、ある出来事があって、私は紛れ込ませた私物の1冊が疑問を紐解いてくれると考えたの。花火師さんのベッドに置かれていた図書は上から嵐が丘、ユダの福音書、家紋を探る和のデザイン。
Okay, so
そして紛れ込ませた彼女の私物、マグダラのマリアの生涯。とある出来事から物事の側面を見てみようと考えたら、あることが分かったの。
okay, so clues were hidden in the books. What about it?
随分と読む図書の幅が広いなとしか思えないんだけど。
Yeah, my detective level is at about Mayuri's as well, if not worse.
私も初めは自分と同じ処置だとしか思わなかったわ。でも彼女が紛れ込ませた一冊は何なんだろうって考えて、それで思いついたの。ああ、ここまで偶然が続いたなら乗っかるために足すしかなかったんだなって。
乗っかるって何？なんでそんな面倒なことを。
これは見方を変えれば簡単な連想ゲームなの。さっきあげた本から共通するものを取り出せばいい。
And this is kind of where the English translation of this game shows its limitations. I'm not saying the English translation of this game is a failure, because it's like, how do you? But it's like, if you see her reasoning, it's like it's a very, like, it's, you have to know Japanese basically. It's a Japanese riddle, not an English riddle.
私は このタイトルの羅列から花言葉が潜んでいると分かったの。
And like I said, the Japanese titles do, but the English titles don't.
一番上の嵐ヶ丘を除いてユダの福音書、家紋を探る輪のデザイン、マグダラのマリアの生涯は部屋の私たちの名前だったのよ。私のスオーという名の花は、西洋種はユダツリーと呼ばれている。キリストを裏切った弟子ユダがこの木で首を吊ったという伝説にちなんでね。
Not the... Well, it's a very troubled birth or origins of a name, I guess.
これがユダの福音書。
It's I guess you could... Maybe that's why a lot of... You don't see a lot of people in Japan named that. I mean, you know, obviously Japan isn't a, like, primarily Christian country, but superstition is a powerful thing.
次の家紋を探る輪のデザインは家紋の専門書。花火師さんの姓にある花火師草という花は家紋の花火師紋に似ているところから付けられたそうよ。
You see what I mean? It's like, okay, you have to know, like, you have to know, like you have to know Japanese and like what kanji, you know, like the actual meaning of like kanji and like all that fun stuff. And do you really think your average reader in the West, at least of this visual novel, is going to know that? I didn't. And that's why I was so frustrated when I spent like, I'm pretty sure I spent like more than an hour on this initially, just throwing out random guesses before I realized, like, okay, I just don't have all the information I need, and getting the information that you need to solve this on your own is, well, it's a lot to ask. We're not done though.
そしてマグダラのマリアの生涯はマユリさんにかかっている。ユリという花はキリスト教圏では聖母マリアの花、マドンナリリーとして崇められているの。
That one is somewhat more well known. I mean, among people who, you know, like Yuri or know what Yuri is. But that's also a history lesson that goes along with it. I didn't know, like, what the Virgin Mary's, like, her namesake flower, basically. Okay, that's pretty interesting.
最後に一番上に置かれていた嵐が丘。今までの花言葉から私はこれが彼女の名前に連なるものだと思ったの。でもクラスの中でこの名前を持つ者はいなかった。
23名のクラスメイトの中にいない24番目の生徒だと行き着いた。私は彼女に名を示せと言ったよ。
嵐が丘が高名なのは復讐に身を捧げた主人公が。主人公の名はヒースクリフ。ツツジ科の花で英名はヒース、荒野を意味し日本名ではエリカという。
Yeah, that's the right answer. And as to how you arrive at that answer, well, you have to, as I've said a couple times, you have to know Japanese. You have to sort of discount any like other logical reason, like for the other names in the book, and you have to have a very, very good knack for deductive reasoning, and well, thankfully, our main character here has all three of those, because without her, we would all be screwed.
彼女の名前は八重垣エリカ。
I think Yaegaki kind of overestimated the capabilities of everyone in class, but I guess she accurately estimated the capability of Suoh here. How can you expect someone that smart to just be chilling in one of your classes, you know?
すごいすごい、今までこんな誕生日の余興はなかったよ。
Way to make it all about yourself, Ichigo.
余興って
Ugh.
そう言ったらまずいのかな。でもみんなの誤解を解くために頑張って考えたんでしょ。だからすごいよ。私的に絶対真似できないし。
Same, I'm in that boat too.
大したもの。前のお茶会の時にリカちゃんに魔が差したんだろうって言ったけど、ごめん、早とちりだったね。いえ、私はごめんなさい。くだらないな。
そういうことは言わない。それでこれで一件落着ってことでいいんだよね。
Thanks to our detective here. The amount of thinking that required is just nuts. Like, seriously, I can't help but admire it, really.
まあこれは勘違いしていた自分のミスってことにしておいてやるよ。
And that it was.
大丈夫そうね。車椅子を引いてくれ。部屋に戻るぞ。はいはい。
That would be nice. And so the mystery has been solved, thanks to the efforts of our very big-brained main character. A soft round of applause because I don't want to make too much noise in my poor $10 mic.
リッカさんの誤解が解けて本当によかった。
It was for the greater good. I fully believe that as well.
まゆりさんが褒めてくれたのよね。嬉しいものよね。ちょっといい？花火師さん。まゆりさんが起きてしまうわ。起きないようにって何？
Why else?
ごめんなさい。こんな夜分に失礼よね。大丈夫です。お話があるんですよね。どうぞ。近いんだけど。なんだか少し照れるわね。
You could say that again, especially for Suoh here. Second bedside meeting in like as many days? Or 3 days. Second bedside meeting in 3 days. I don't think her poor heart can take it.
抱き合ってる感じになってるんですけど。
It wouldn't be the first time though.
遅くにごめんなさいね。でもどうしても早くお礼が言いたかったの。 お礼って。
For what
も
else?
ちろん今日のこと。二人きりで話したかったからこんな時間になってしまったけど、嬉しかった。白羽さんが私のことを気にかけてあんなに親身になってくれるだなんて。ほとんどの人は話しかけてこなくなって、一部の人はそれでも心配して話しかけてくれたけど、白羽さんみたいに行動に移してくれる人なんていなかったから。
And that's why I think it's hard not to root for our main character here. You know, for all of her shortcomings, which there are many, mostly socially, she has a good head on her shoulders, you know? It's hard not to root for her, like, because her intentions are never, like, malicious or bad. And she's smart and perceptive and that sort of thing. The social aspect is just lagging behind everything else. But in due time, right? That's why I think this chapter is titled the way that it is. Because friendship doesn't come, well, as quickly as maybe as she might anticipate. And that's often how it works. Not always, of course, but often. So, there's my little analysis of the title of this chapter and Suoh as a character. More of that.
花火さん。ああ、ごめん。これじゃ陰口みたいよね。みんなの反応は普通だわ。
Doesn't mean they were
ただ
good.
私のためにしてくれたそのことが本当に嬉しかったの。みんなと仲直りできてよかったですね。ええ、新しい友達もできたしね。
That much is true. I think I'd agree with that.
そういえば八重垣さんに新しい紅茶の飲み方を教わりましたよ。え、どんな？私には教えてくれなかったのに。へえ、ジャムを舐めながら紅茶をいただくの？クラッカーの添え物にあったいちごジャムで試してみましたけど、なかなか美味しかったですよ。そうなの。今度試してみようかしら。ぜひ。でも八重垣さんから教わったなら、もしかしてからかわれているのかもしれないわね。今日は本当にいい日だわ。こんな風に白羽さんとお話ができるだなんて。
I mean, I really like this scene too. It's as always, as the soundtrack so often succeeds in doing in this game. You know, it really highlights the sort of like the intimacy of it. I think kind of, I guess. Maybe you as the viewer might kind of realize that, like, oh, you know, these two, like the bedside talks that as I referred to them earlier, they're kind of the first of their kind as well. There aren't too many places where the soundtrack pops up, at least up to this point. So again, it does that purpose as well. And of course it's beautiful. Like, that just kind of goes without saying. Yeah, that's about all I had there.
ねえ、白羽さん。助けてもらった私が言うことじゃないかもしれないけど、一つ頼みを聞いてくれないかしら。ええ、構わないわ。あのね、私もっと白羽さんと仲良くなりたいの。だから今教
お互いに敬語で喋っているでしょ。それをやめたいなーって。すぐには難しいってわかるわ。だからまずは私は白羽さんじゃなくスオーさんって呼ぼうと思う。
Rika is acting like uncharacteristically shy here, I think.
だから白羽さんは
And I mean, yeah, it's cute. But even this early on might be interesting to consider why.
私をリッカって呼んでほしいの。ダメかな。
And obviously, like, if you've watched any anime at all or sort of had experience with that, that culture, like, calling people by your first name is it's a very big deal. It sort of signifies a very uncommon kind of brand of intimacy, I guess you could say. So yeah, of course, to someone like Rika, it would be a big deal.
リッカさん。
And I think that's it for chapter 2. I'm gonna save here, because I think we're gonna go right into chapter 3 after this. And yeah, I'm just gonna save one save point for each chapter, probably, just to have a nice, neat, list of saves per chapter by the end of it. That's kind of the goal. As I have on page 1 over here, I'm missing chapter 2. So I'm gonna fill that in this time. But yeah, we end chapter 2 on kind of like a high note, things are looking up. Our detective here has solved her very first mystery, with more on the way, and things aren't as hopeless with her and her amity partners as the beginning of the chapter might have suggested. So, will these subsequent chapters bring more of the same, or will they throw a wrench in the mix, or what will they do? It only remains to be seen. But until next time, signing out. This is Ottermelon.